Hey, 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 hey. Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming. Hey, Miss Venus, thank you so much for becoming a member of the channel. Thank you so much. And let me remind everyone, if you are interested in becoming a member to the channel, I am putting the link in the chat right now. Take a minute if you'd like to become a member. Hey Shantae, hey Carrie Ray, how you doing? Hey Better Days, hey Lady Steph, hey Miss Gerald, welcome. Thank you so much for being a member. All right. So let's get into tonight. Celebrity stunts and investigations. And without further ado, let me bring my beautiful co-host to the stage. We have Miss Brianna Simone and official
Hey.
What up?
Hey, welcome. What's up, everybody?
What's going on? How are you both? How y'all doing? How's y'all day been?
My day has been pretty chill.
Yeah.
Mine's as well. You know, today is my Friday. Well, today is my Saturday, technically. I'm off on today, so I had a great day today. I'm ready for the show tonight.
Ain't that a blessing? I am feeling okay. I actually got some tea sitting right here, a nice hot toddy. So I'm feeling a lot better, decongested. Okay. So you all know how this goes. We are bringing you a couple of topics that we found interesting. And let me go ahead and cue this up on the screen. All right, let's get into it. Let's get right into it. So the first thing I want to talk about tonight is Miss Cardi B. Now, have y'all heard about this situation with Cardi B where she was I think back in 2018, 2019, she had got caught stabbing some women in the bar. And so she was offered a guilty plea deal for third-degree assault, but she turned down the offer for a conditional discharge. So she's now headed back to court for this actual case, and it's saying that she could face up to 4 years in jail. Now, do you guys believe this is she actually faced 4 years in jail?
No, I don't think that she's gonna get 4 years in jail. I think that a lot of celebrities, once they reach like a certain point in their career, like they always get hit with like criminal cases. I don't think she'll get 4 years. I think she's gonna end up on probation. Because I
Really?
think I think the only way she would turn it down is if she thought that, well, no, because it can't even be a plea. Like it's just either guilty or not guilty at that point, right?
Right.
Well, I think she could get guilty and still end up with probation, right?
She can still get probation.
Yeah,
But I
I think
mean,
end up with probation, if anything.
And I agree. And first of all, I do remember the story because that was one of our first stories that we did when we started this. So it's kind of good to have something to go back to.
Yes.
But I think that they're going to want to make some sort of example out of her. Let's not forget she brag and boast about being a part of a gang and all of that. So they're going to take the opportunity to hit her where they can, which will probably be financially more than her personally putting time into it.
Correct. Yeah, that's what I feel.
Folks on Twitter were like, "You going to prison?" And she responded, "Before I go to prison, you're gonna see me breaking more records and making more music." So
but she said before she go to prison,
she still don't take it serious.
Yeah,
but she said, but before she go to prison, so that means she know that there's a chance she could go to prison.
A chance, a slim chance.
And then also, I seen on Twitter where they was talking about how Cardi, Offset gonna be having another woman raising your kid.
And then they said that she tried to shade Nicki by because somebody on Twitter was like, "Now where the kids gonna go when you leave? You know, Offset ain't gonna be there." And she was like, "At least my father can be around their kids." And everybody was like, "Oh, you trying to take a dig at Kenneth Petty, who can't be around his kids?"
Well, clearly,
we found out, he can with special privilege. I mean, he got to get permission, but he got to go to extra lengths. But yeah, he can.
You might have to be around him with some supervision, but I don't know. I don't think that she's gonna get like 4 years in jail, but I do think she's gonna get like probation. I think that this will probably be like her last straw. If she do something else, like throw a heel at somebody at the Met Gala or something like that, it's a wrap.
Well, they might look at like use that to try to say that she has a that she has anger issues. They might use that Met Gala incident.
I mean, do you think she got anger issues?
No. I think she just a ghetto girl.
That part. No, that I agree. I think she's just a ghetto girl. Anger issues. I mean, she about as angry as every other person walking up and down the street. You know what I'm saying? She can get turned up and turned on, but I don't see her as just a mad person all the time. We see too much of her to know that. To even feel that way. She's very transparent with what she shows us, and she don't always filter herself. You know, we get the real.
Well,
y'all know I hate when I have to defend Cardi.
Because you definitely defending Cardi tonight.
And furthermore, like, I hate that stuff takes so long.
To what process? And you mean to find like something due?
Like, if this happened in 2018. I need for y'all to go ahead and get the ball rolling. We shouldn't be processing this in 2021 going into 2022. At this point, if she ain't went to jail yet, it ain't no need for her to go to jail 4 years later. I mean, like you said, pay the fine, do the, you know what I'm saying, probation. If you put something on her wrist, she still will go where she want to go. On her ankle, she gonna go where she want to go. Like, it's not gonna stop her hustle. So I mean, what they gonna get out of it is money. She should have just paid that girl off in the beginning when all this shit went on. But hey.
Shantae says a double standard. Are you saying it's a double standard because if it was a male rapper, they would be put in jail for 4 years?
She's saying that she need to be brought up on those charges that she had from all those men she drug and stole studio time and money from.
Absolutely, I agree. Hey, sister. Hey, spam. Okay. Well, all right. Well, let's move on to the next one. So Mrs. I don't know if you guys got it in the back.
Yeah, I got it.
Miss Brittany Renner. I don't know if you all heard about this. So Brittany Renner, the latest, I don't want to call her a gold digger, but it sounded like she's
a slut queen.
Just call her a vixen.
A hoe. You know what I'm saying? A hoe. So basically, she got pregnant in May with PJ from the Charlotte? Was it the Charlotte Hornets? The PJ Washington from the Charlotte Hornets. And then a couple months later, she broke up with them.
Charlotte or Charlotte?
Charlotte's.
Okay.
Y'all don't do that to me. Y'all know I'll be oversounding words. So folks are saying that she was grooming him since he was a student athlete at the University of Kentucky. Now she's 28, and I believe he is 22, 23.
Oh,
And so now they're saying that she is set to face up to $200,000 a month in child support from him. So she, Twitter went crazy. Twitter was like, "Oh, okay." So they started calling her a gold digger and saying, "Y'all better hide y'all kids because they next." So she ends up going to Jackson State for a speaking engagement, and she posts to her Twitter, "Hey Jackson State, hide your sons." And Twitter had a field day. They're like, "Now, if this was a man saying that, saying, 'Hey Jackson State, hide your daughters,' it wouldn't be acceptable. But it's okay because she's a female and she's pretty." What are y'all thoughts?
So before, is a few people in the audience saying they don't really know her or know the situation. Just to give it a little more backstory, like you had to give it to me earlier for me to understand. So basically, she's 29-year-old social media vixen. She went viral for a breakup with the Charlotte Hornets basketball player PJ Washington because she had literally just had a baby with this man. So I guess from going from having it's a net, my bad. Going from having a baby to now pulling these stunts on social media, like I don't agree with it at all. And if you seen the new season, then you would understand this is similar to what Love was doing with that little messy ass neighbor. Like it's not right when men do it. We looking at R. Kelly for the young people that he was after and stuff like that. It's like she's playing in people's face pretty much. Hide your sons. I understand it could be seen as an innocent little joke, but the fact that you already have this what I wouldn't say stigma, but just this whole this aura about you that you're messing with young men for the fact of taking money. Like you want to play in the people's face on it, so you don't want any sympathy in anything in the future. I'm assuming because the way that you're going forth with this. So if something was to come up and you end up getting in trouble, don't look for people to have your back. Like,
what you think, Bray? Kanye West made a song about gold diggers. She fits the mold.
So I feel like number one, she definitely already tried her hand. All right, number one, I think she was trying to joke. I do think she was trying to joke, but even I've learned that all jokes ain't funny, right? So I don't know. I feel like it was very inappropriate for her to post this picture. It's like she already on the prowl for her next victim. And if it was a man doing this, people would be definitely outraged.
Heck yeah. Can you imagine? People be starting all kind of groups boycotting at Jackson State. Not Love Intimate.
But she went live. No, she made a comment basically like trying to defend her behavior. And it's like, it's really no defense. She say, okay, I get it. The joke was distasteful.
That's like admitting defeat, though. She knew what she was doing. Yeah, that's right. She knew exactly what she was doing.
And to be honest, she's not even all that pretty to me.
She's very pretty. You won't go there.
She's not that pretty. She okay.
She give me news lady tease.
She is not all that pretty.
She not.
But tell me this.
She look older.
What's different about this situation and the 61-year-old man from down your way?
It's the same. That man need to be shot.
I was gonna say marrying his 18-year-old goddaughter. Like
me and my friend was arguing last night.
He used to screw her mama because I watched her mama on live talking about, and I was fucking him, and now he fucking my daughter, married to my daughter. Like,
to me, that's worse.
I feel like he needs to be shot. Me and my friend was arguing about this last night, and he was saying that he feels like, this is honestly what he said. He said he feel like he taking that girl off the street. He helping her financially. Oh, you want that? You want her to be poor like her mama was on drugs, this, that, and that, and that. And he was like, you don't know the struggle. You don't know the struggle. Like that girl doing what's best for her.
But I'm trying to understand how we skipping the part that he's 60-ish. And if they have a 1-year-old together, that means if he's 61, he was 60 and she was 17. Why the fuck isn't that a conversation first?
Correct. But he still stood by saying that basically if her mama would never on drugs, then this wouldn't happen. That's how he feel like it's the mama fault.
No. That man is smart enough and wise enough to know a young little girl that he's grooming. No, that's totally inappropriate. He going straight to hell for that. Period. Stepdaughter, goddaughter, sister daughter, cousin daughter, dog.
Now, what I'm gonna say about Brittany Renner is she needs to have a PR team because somebody should have let her know this is not appropriate. So if you get away with this one
It is
time,
not appropriate.
we don't need to hear nothing else from you. Go ahead and retire your social media status for the time being. Come back with the holiday pictures with your family and stuff. Let this blow over, but you need to sit the fuck down right now.
If I was getting $200,000 a month, you bitches wouldn't see me. I'm just saying.
Do you think that was?
They
her
said the
part of
baby
her
is
plan,
2
though?
years old. Fifi, sir.
Okay, wait, Bree. Honestly, do you think that was part of her plan? That she literally was like,
absolutely. That's why she divorced him.
I can't fathom a female literally would go. Maybe I'm just too nice. Maybe I just have too much of a heart for it. But I don't.
You got too much of a heart.
Damn.
It's women all the time saying, "Bitch, I'm finna get pregnant." You ain't watched the game.
Yeah,
that's real. The girl went to the bathroom. She was trying to get pregnant from Darius.
Yeah, that's a little too much for me. She's still a thought in my eyes. It sucks that her child got to see this though. All right,
her child seeing that.
That's the problem.
$200,000. It's a shame that this dude who just graduated college is paying more in child support for his one child than Rick Ross paying for 3.
Child, Rick Ross, Life Jennings, all of them. It's amazing. It's amazing. All right. We're gonna get into this. Bree, let me know if you want to take over. But Condoleezza Rice, she went on The View and she gave her opinions on what she thinks critical race theory means and why we shouldn't make white folks and children specifically feel bad because of the experience of Black folks and their history. So take a little listen to what she had to say.
Is that it either seems so big that somehow white people now have to feel guilty for everything that happened in the past. I don't think that's very productive. Or Black people have to feel disempowered by race. I would like Black kids to be completely empowered, to know that they are beautiful in their Blackness. But in order to do that, I don't have to make white kids feel bad for being white. So somehow this is a conversation that has gone in the wrong direction.
Repeat that last part. You don't have to what?
Yeah, there's a little bit of
in
order for Black kids who, quite frankly, for a long time, the way they were portrayed, the way their history was portrayed, it was second-class citizenship.
Of course.
But I don't have to make white children feel bad about being white in order to overcome the fact that Black children were.
How does that happen? How do you think?
It happens.
I would have tore up that whole stage with questions.
It's the fact that the white lady say what now?
Because Joy is about that. Joy is about that life.
She said, "Say what now?" Could you play that again? I'm sorry. You gotta play that for me one more time.
She said what? She said what?
No, she said the equivalent of bitch what?
I would say that's very productive. Or Black people have to feel disempowered by race. I would like Black kids to be completely empowered, to know that they are beautiful in their Blackness. But in order to do that, I don't have to make white kids feel bad for being white. So somehow this is a conversation that has gone in the wrong direction.
Repeat that last part. You don't have to what?
Yeah, there's a little bit of, in order for Black kids who, quite frankly, for a long time, the way they were portrayed, the way their history was portrayed, it was second-class citizenship.
Of course.
But I don't have to make white children feel bad about being white in order to overcome the fact that Black children were.
How does that happen? How do you think?
Ciao. What are y'all thoughts on this?
So I'll be honest. I just remember I was sitting I remember back in the day when I was in elementary school, and my mama would always drag Condoleezza Rice, and she would always say that, she not for Black people and this, that, and that. She want to suck George Bush dick. My mom would say all type of shit about Condoleezza Rice, and in this moment, she proved.
Hold on, what? Your mama would say she would have sucked George. Your mama's out of line, first of all.
Oh wow. Okay.
And so I just feel like in this moment, it just took me when I was scrolling through my phone at work today, and I seen this bullshit. I said, I cannot. First of all, how you gonna say we shouldn't make white kids feel bad? Who the fuck making white kids feel bad? We want respect. And then it's like you're telling them like, yo, it's okay that you're privileged. Just live in your privilege. And then she went on to say that her parents, that she was in segregated schools, and her parents basically told her, well, you're gonna be different. You're gonna be different. We should tell kids they're gonna be different. Girl, kiss my ass. That's what I gotta say. Kiss my whole ass.
See, my thing was, I had this conversation at home today, and my answer, I can't really give it because
give it.
It makes me come off as if I sound privileged. I was told. So I feel like, I mean, I understand what she said, but I think her delivery of it might have been, well, I mean, what she said wasn't wrong. But I don't feel personally that, I don't know how I want to word this because I'm trying to be so careful with my words. Like, I just don't feel like she said anything wrong, but I don't. It's hard to say this because when you talk about race and religion and shit, people take what you say and they ain't gonna let you clarify it. And y'all know I ain't the type to be trying to defend what I got to say about it.
Go ahead and say it, goddamn.
I don't see shit wrong. I mean, like, I don't see where we need to make these little kids. I don't understand why they would feel bad about it. I don't give a fuck about see, like when I say stuff like that, I go off the edge. My ancestors, what they did, yes, it affects me in my day-to-day right now, but it doesn't to the point where I'm gonna go out here and make a little kid feel bad about it or try to in teaching them. I don't think teaching them is making them feel bad. They need to hear it. We had to hear about these slave stories and these different things as we grew up and as we went to school because it was only one way. You know, blacks was the slaves on the boat and coming over doing all of the work and stuff like that. But in this case, I feel like these little kids don't know what the fuck is going on because we know their grandparents and stuff are not speaking this race shit to them. They don't tell them about all of the nasty shit that they did to black people back in the day. So I feel like it's preaching, but you preaching in the wrong direction. I don't know.
My thing is, I definitely feel like Black History Month and learning about slavery and everything is important in schools. And I feel like that's where she's coming from. Like, they don't need to know. Like, everybody needs to know the history. Don't erase the history. The history is important. So when she comes out and she's like saying stuff like that, it's like, I don't know, it's kind of like she's trying to erase an important part of history. No, we don't need kids to feel bad, but we definitely need them to feel educated.
Period.
And I don't feel like white kids are treated no worse. I mean, I definitely don't feel like white kids get it harder than we get it. Like, growing up, white kids, the only thing the white kids around my way did was bring home DUIs before you even got to the 10th grade, 11th grade, some shit like that. So I don't feel like they have been punished for the crimes or anything like that in that sense. I'm about to say I would like to see that, but
let me play
the way they were portrayed, the way their history was portrayed, it was second-class citizenship.
Of course.
But I don't have to make white children feel bad about being white in order to overcome the fact that black children were.
How does that happen? How do you think? Well, I have a couple examples.
Child, she took me back.
What's your opinion on it?
I had actually called my folks in my family, some older family members, and I asked them what they thought about it, and it was interesting because I think what she's missing is she's not talking to kids. Children aren't leading the education. They're not creating the curriculums. They're not doing any of that. She's talking to the adults and the folks who are taking charge, and she's missing the point. Those people have had experiences that they find comparable to the history. So why would they want to be advocates for removing that kind of stuff when they know they've lived through it? They've been in the 60s and the 70s and the 80s and in the 50s and in the 40s. So her advocate, she's missing. Who are you talking to? Condoleezza Rice was my first thing, was because kids don't walk into school and say, hey, I don't want to learn that. I want to learn this. No, you need to repackage that, send that shit back, and come back and talk to adults in a way that they can understand what you're saying. Because right now, what you're saying, it sounds like you're being compassionate to kids. Kids aren't the ones who going to teach themselves. I mean, we show them compassion when you're teaching them, but to allow, this to lead what their experiences are, no, they need to know the seriousness of it. They need to know what folks have been through so it doesn't repeat it in the future. I don't care if who it offends. There's parts of our history that's offensive, and we need to know it so that we don't repeat it. So I'm sorry, I couldn't agree with this at all. I feel like she was talking out of her own experiences being privileged. It's easy to say that when you got money and you're around folks all the time and you're exposed. But when you're not exposed and you have your own perspective, you don't be buying this. I don't hear this. I mean, I don't hear anything that she's saying.
All I hear is house nigga shit. That's what she was talking
about.
Yes,
absolutely.
And Roman, that part that you hit on, the whole privilege, that was the conversation that was had with me. Just because I grew up in a wealthy, a wealthy household and had family business, legacy, and things like that, I didn't see struggle. I didn't know struggle. I don't know struggle. I can admit that. I'll be the first to admit that. I don't know what it feels like to struggle. But I can still empathize in certain situations and I can understand things. And the conversation in my house was basically, growth is going to be uncomfortable. It's always going to be uncomfortable when you grow and when you change and when you evolve into something different. So it's a lesson that they need to learn. They're going to have to learn it eventually. Yeah. So, I mean, starting it there, I don't see a problem in that. Now, would I want her preaching that to my 7-year-old at the school without me there or without knowing what's going on? I mean, we don't know what the teacher's teaching anyway because we're not there with them. So I guess it's the same thing.
But you don't have conversations when your kids come home from school. My grandma and my mama had conversations with me every day about what happened in school. And I didn't even know, like, a lot of times when I was telling them stuff that they was making their own report, they was going to go back and talk to the teacher themselves. And I find out later on that, oh, yeah, I went and I cussed that bitch out about that shit.
Or the teacher side-eyeing you. And you don't know why.
Period. You already know. You being double side-eyed.
Right.
Tony Montana said her hair looks healthy though. Look thin, but it's bouncy and shiny. That's all I got. F this lady.
Yeah, that's it. Exclusively me said the issue with that is it isn't black kids making white kids feel bad. It's the white races that are teaching their kids they are better than black folks and expecting the black kids to not respond. And that's why I keep saying, who is she talking to? You're not talking. You can't be sitting out here saying the experiences of children and how children should feel. You can't. What the hell? That's like us saying, okay, you're a child. What do you want to eat? Are you, excuse me? Where, like, that's some real privileged shit to say that. That is some real privileged stuff. So, yeah, I think that she missed the mark on that one. And I hope her family or somebody is.
And that's the fact that she had her email. The lady had to say, excuse me, bitch.
Right. Like, can you say that again? Camera, move in closer. This is a moment here.
Order to overcome.
All right, let's move on from her. So, all right, the next thing we are going to talk about is Darius McCrary and good old Sidney Starr. So, there's been talks always, of course, about these two having a romantic relationship. He always denies it. And she released a couple of pictures, and I think she also accused Chingy. And that was even proven
wrong.
She
never accused Chingy.
So what did she say?
They just took a picture and then people felt like they was in a relationship. And Chingy tried to say that that's what ruined his relationship. But honestly, Chingy just not a good rapper.
That's what he said. He lost several deals from this whole situation. Messing around with Sidney Starr.
Come back and listen to
Chingy. But you know what? The funny thing is, all these rappers get caught up with these type of stories by taking these pictures. And then every time a picture is taken, we get stuff like this. Like, so Darius McCrary and Sidney Starr for a long time, there's no messing around. And then I think a couple of days ago, this video came out of them behind the scene at a photo shoot dancing. Can y'all see it?
They kissed.
Yeah, they kissing.
I didn't notice the kiss earlier.
What? Yeah, that was a real kiss.
That was a real kiss.
Because I was about to say, what if this is one of them low budget holiday movies and we go see it in a few weeks?
But, yeah, PC, this is it. Yeah.
But when they kissed, that was a wrap.
Yeah.
That was a real kiss.
Looking at her, man.
Yeah, I said earlier.
He's knocking that down. I'm telling you that now.
I can say the way he rubbing that ass and stuff, that's familiar to him. That ain't no first time rubbing up on that.
He knocking that down for real, for real.
I said earlier that well, I had did a live about this earlier this week, and I said that in my heart of hearts, he did not want it to be exposed that way. But I feel like that him coming out saying denying it was damage control.
But how do you deny the videos that we can see right here? Isn't he married?
No.
Oh.
No, ain't no denying that. Yeah, he knocking that down, period, point blank. He is that's that, you know, and at this point, the media backlash hasn't been that bad. Like, it's been going on for so long, you might as well just walk in this grocery store with her. I mean, at this point, who cares? I don't.
The Sims overdose saying is a pitch for a show, but that was a real personal like moment. Like, it ain't no, I don't know.
So even if they were trying to pitch it for a show, what's the premise of the show?
Yeah, never mind.
Apparently knocking boots.
Oh, I mean, hey.
And then she had me dying because on Twitter she was like, "Y'all just mad because I'm dating Eddie Winslow."
Don't nobody want Eddie ass.
Yeah, he's familiar with that. Period. That's it. He's engaged
to Sidney Starr.
Somebody said it best. She is a attention whore. She does like the spotlight. But this is a little bit more than that. Like, yeah.
I mean, at this point,
he's sweating and everything. Like, can we wonder why he wearing this little church outfit with this yellow tie?
At a photo shoot.
This ain't no movie set. Not with them twisted up blinds in the corner and all that. That's not a movie set. That's nobody's pilot to anything. That's a pilot truck stop, maybe. But that's like an old church room or something. Like, nah.
All right, let's get on to Dr. Dre. So Nicole Young, who are separated by the courts, by the way, she decides to go and serve Dr. Dre the official divorce documents at his grandmother's funeral. What do you guys think about that?
Any more letters come? That's how I feel. I feel like I don't have no sympathy for Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre got a whole child living in a car. And he want me to care that his wife beat him at his own games.
It's just that he got a whole child living in the car.
He got a whole child living.
He just had to remind us about that, though. I mean,
yes, he got a whole child living in the car. When he get his child out of a car, maybe I'll have some sympathy for him. But I
have mad about it. I think she played that very well. Like,
really,
that was slick as shit.
Y'all just mean. I was like, ain't nobody at the funeral deck somebody? Like, that was like, who
could you imagine trying to chase down this billionaire around the city to serve him, to get your right, get what you deserve?
Wasn't no bodyguards there to stop her, to stop whomever it was?
Bro, you gotta get ready so you ain't gotta, you stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready. He should have been on his toes. People that got killed at funerals before. We'd have seen it on the news before.
Miss Shorty said, get him served where you can.
Okay.
How you feel sorry for Dr. Dre?
It's not that I feel sorry for him. I just don't think that at a grandmother's funeral is the appropriate place.
I would have served him at his funeral.
That's crazy. Serve the paper.
Serve this nigga at his wedding, like at your baby shower, anywhere.
It's
on site. That's just like fighting. Like, if you feel that certain way, it's when I see you, it's on. Like,
and they
I'll knock the casket over. Like,
Monique, yeah, that's what they said. They served him in the parking lot of the funeral. Don't make it even. None of that makes it.
At least she didn't go to the burial site and get him served. At least they did it at church.
Because that sounds like something you would do. So you would go to the burial site?
I'm gonna go wherever to get what I need done.
dating Omari.
He would have been up there about to speak, and I love my grandma. And then somebody go bust in the room, boom, excuse me, here you go, you've been served. And just people start taking pictures and leave. Like, I want that type of moment for him.
That's so shady. Well, I'm gonna stay tuned to this. Unfortunately,
Let's see what he got to say about that.
Maybe I'm too what's the word? Hard because of the beef sector. Maybe that's why.
It is Pettyfoot. Yes, Bree. It's tacky at a funeral, but I can see how people don't feel bad. I feel bad for the grandma. That's embarrassing, even in death. It really is.
I would have took some flowers or something to throw up on a little casket and then just set.
So why y'all ain't got no sympathy for his child sleeping in the car?
Right.
I had sympathy for her until she started going to the media talking. I did.
She got to do what she got to do. You see, look, the daughter can't get with him. The wife can't find him.
Nothing. She still ain't getting nothing out the deal. She talking, ain't getting nothing. That ain't gonna help her.
She should have acted out at the funeral.
Period. She should have went to the funeral and acted out.
I would have had cameras and everything. Like, yes, dramatics all over the place. Like
at the funeral. I definitely would have had somebody got my sister to knock on somebody's door. Listen, my whole family would have been acting a fool up in there. Because she's grown, he helped her.
Look,
but she needs to get it.
It was just brought to my attention. Didn't they put Bobby Brown out of Whitney funeral?
No, that was Jaheim. That was Jaheim they put out.
Well, somebody got put out, so it happens.
Her grandson.
You got to take care of business where it lay.
All right, all right.
Let grandma's rest in place. Rest in peace.
Move on to the next one. So, R. Kelly. Poor R. Kelly. I'm starting to feel a little bit bad for him. So
yeah, he feeling bad for R. Kelly, Lord.
This is too much. Now the man is on suicide watch after being convicted in New York because a trial date has been set in his Chicago case. Do y'all think he really gonna commit suicide?
I pressed unmute so fast. I pressed the buzzer. I would like to answer. So I don't give a flying fuck. Just like I didn't care about them serving papers on top of Dr. Dre's grandma's casket. I don't give a damn about R. Kelly. He should have thought about committing suicide back when he first was charged with touching kids. If you didn't feel that bad years ago when they was talking about you touching kids, that you just now starting to feel bad, you already fucked up and it ain't no need for you. So bye.
He only feel bad because he got caught. If he never would have got caught, he never would have been suicidal. How I'ma feel bad for you when basically you just got caught because your hand was in the cookie jar? No. I feel like, number one, I don't understand why he got to go to the second trial. He ain't even sentenced for the feds. So is he going to spend the rest of his life going state to state to state?
Yes. That's exactly what's going to happen. He's about to be up in Houston and Florida next, in California.
So the rest of his life will be tours, court appearances, and
going to court appearances.
So you mean to tell me people finna start buying tickets to R. Kelly trial?
Right. Bitch, you better believe if he come near close enough, if he come to Baltimore or something, I'm in there.
Okay.
So what you gonna do? Take off work and telling people, I gotta go to R. Kelly trial.
Don't worry about my work schedule. I'm good. I'm leaving. I'm going to the R. Kelly sector.
Ooh, you're gonna be taking pictures and shit, child.
I will do what the people need. I'll be out there live. I learned how to campaign and stuff from the Kanika. I know what to do, bitch. Trust me.
Okay, you so crazy. What's the Houston dates, please? Okay, this man is finna give a whole tour.
I'm gonna take a whole party bus out there, bitch.
A whole court tour appearance. Oh well. I mean, Black people.
R. Kelly, I'm sorry. I mean, I don't want nobody. Let me make it clear because I don't want this to be on Roman's channel. No, I don't want him to commit suicide. But if he happened to fall in the shower and slip on the soap and twisted his neck, and we had to write him off like on the episode of You, I wouldn't be much bothered.
Y'all are going off in this chat. Did he think about killing himself when he was pissing on baby girl? Just ask.
Period. Did he think about killing himself when he was fucking Aaliyah? No.
Right. I don't think he's on. I don't think he'll commit. I think he's too vain for suicide. Like,
yeah, he's not gonna kill himself.
Yeah, I don't
it's an attention stunt. He look at me. Look at R. Kelly. We ain't looked at you in years. Sit down.
It's just the fact that, can I talk about how y'all was talking? Some people told me that back in the day, you said that you would have fucked R. Kelly. How?
I did not. Oh, ODS.
I would have at one point back before he was the piss bastard.
We talking bump and grind days?
Like after Aaliyah fucked with him type situation.
Oh, was he bald headed still or had braids?
I think he had them trifling cornrows, and that was kind of new for me.
The cornrow days, yeah. Okay,
and the double jacket type
move would have got me.
That was when he had you couldn't say nothing bad about R. Kelly, like you know what I'm saying. None of this. He still had good money at that point. Like everything was still covered up at that point, and that's the way it should have been. But no, it shouldn't have. Shut up. But yeah, I would have. But no, not now. Get away from me, rape.
Rape? Did you just say rape?
Yes.
Stop. I can't. When I remind him of his Jeep days, he is too arrogant to kill himself. Exactly. All right, let's keep it moving. Oh, Victoria White.
Yes, remind him of my Jeep days.
So, this South Carolina teacher, elementary teacher, she's been accused of serving her students with marijuana edibles disguised as like Skittle wrappers. I don't know if anyone has ever had edibles in a package.
They always come in kitty wrappers and stuff like that. Like
little cute little things. And
it's
so
Skittles, and that's normal. She knew what the fuck she was doing.
She knew what she was doing. And so the students had
she didn't bring her back to school.
They had like a prize box to pick from. And so all the kids was picking, and one of the kids picked one of the edibles, candies, and I guess he took it home, and apparently they were all tested as being edibles. Now, allegedly, nobody ate them, which I find very hard to believe. But the article basically says no child has ate them, but she's been charged with possession of a Schedule I drug. Now, do y'all think she knew what she was doing?
I have a bit.
She was high.
Hold on. Can I say how I really feel?
Yeah.
I feel like them kids trifling as fuck. Bitch, first of all, you got a cool ass teacher and she ain't touching y'all, bitch. She just getting y'all high. And y'all gonna tell, bitch, when you get in college, hope you gonna wish you had a motherfucking teacher that had a prize box full of edibles. That's all I gotta say.
You finished? Okay. Now let me tell you what comes after high, horny. So if she won't fucking on them kids yet, she was soon to be getting bent over in the back of the class, or she was about to be sucking some dick tonight, because ain't no way you about to get these kids high in this class. They laughing at these other little silly motherfuckers, and you a little halfway hot, probably hot to them type teacher looking at you. No offense, South Carolina, but she looked white Geechee. So she definitely was going to be ready to suck on some.
Oh my goodness. So
she did it.
The police went to her home and they found the exact same kind of marijuana edibles at her home. So she was arrested and they released her on her own reconnaissance bond. She hasn't entered a plea or anything, but they're going to set up a trial date for her.
So y'all don't see this really happening? Like, she could, so we all know, now you can say everybody get high. Predominantly, most people get high nowadays. And if they ain't smoking, they taking edibles or whatever. So her simple ass boyfriend he came in the house high. They got the kids' snacks and they got the edibles all in one place. He done threw the shits over there. She leaving late in the morning because she don't look like the type to get up on time and shit and take showers and stuff. So she just hopped up, throw some little, that dry shampoo in her hair and get in the car and go to Wawa and get some coffee and head to school. She thought she was doing something, putting a little prize pack, and these little snot-nosed motherfuckers been told because they didn't took her fucking edibles. Now she got to go back home with her simple ass boyfriend and explain, you put the wrong ones in the bag, and now I ain't got no job no more.
And the sad part about them is on the wrapping it says Stony Patch Kids.
Somebody said, what elementary school kids hunching on a teacher in the classroom, them 11 and 12. So when I went to elementary school, a 12-year-old student had a baby. I know because she was my cousin.
Whoa.
The sex does happen. If y'all don't remember, there was an article in the news when school first started. Well, I don't even know if y'all, where I'm from, in the city next over, 6th graders was having sex in the bathroom the first week of school. So it happens.
The thing is, I didn't even know what dick was in 6th grade.
Well, I did. I knew what mine's and other. Never mind. I kissed the white. No man.
But wait, in 6th grade,
We was in elementary school in the library. I remember that much.
G-Spot
And
fast.
you fast.
I was very
yeah,
fast.
You is. Oh wow, I was so scared. I'm gonna get in trouble. Do not touch me.
Y'all ain't never seen a Lifetime movie, y'all. I was in the house watching movies while y'all was out struggling, I guess.
Well,
Right.
who was she?
Because I was so privileged. Look.
Yes, 6th grade, Carrie Ray.
Fifi said she knows somebody had a baby at 11. It happened. A 12-year-old boy got his teacher pregnant. And these kids now are more advanced than we were 12 years ago.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Who got the teacher pregnant? Is that his fault or her fault?
It's her fault.
Both.
But wasn't she in love with the boy?
Yes.
Yeah.
How? Like, what kind of
She
decision?
ended up dying. She died, right? She died. She passed away.
And he ended up taking the kids or something, raising the kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the name of the candy? It's called Stony Patch Kids. Y'all
Hazel trying to get on.
Y'all play too much. That's her bad. She messed up her entire career. Hey, youngest sibling, how you doing? Her entire career going down the drain just like that.
I think it was an honest mistake on her side. She ain't know. Look, she look high right here. She looking like dumb. Like she got a smirk on her face. Like
what the fuck is this?
Her privilege to get her out though. She good.
Right.
Right.
Thank God for white privilege.
Okay.
All right. And then the last one I want to talk about is Yaya Mayweather. So she has her jury trial set for the stabbing of, NBA YoungBoy's other baby mom. Do y'all think she's gonna get up to 20 years?
I think they're gonna sentence her ass. Unlike Cardi B, bitch, your daddy got real money, bitch. Oh, they gonna
I
show.
can see them giving her 6 years or something, and I can see her doing it. She's still young. I can see her do it and come out and still live a life. I don't know how productive it'll be. She probably won't go do much anyway because she a little spoiled kid.
Yeah.
So she need this little grow up lesson. Send her ass on to jail. I don't feel bad.
Me neither. The daddy in jail, the mama in jail. Damn.
Yes, Floyd Mayweather kid. She don't understand that, so she, back in April 2020, they got into her after Yaya and Jacobs got into the other baby mom is LaPatra Jacobs. What a weird name. Got into a heated altercation involving young boy. And she stabbed her. And the mother, she, let me share this screen. She out here showing videos of her arm, and it's just like, listen now it's going too far. Like, you next to do a movie or something?
Boy, you always going in on the victims. I noticed that about you.
I'm just like, chill, girl.
Not always going in on the victim. Fifi said that the girl lost the baby and fell in her hand.
Do y'all see her?
Yeah, we can see her now. Is she doing TikTok?
What is she?
I'm not gonna show you my scars, but my own hairline, no.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
Oh, bless her
I can move
heart.
my own like this, but I can't do this. I can move, but not fast like I do.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
It's crazy how many girls that man I got pregnant. And it's the fact they know he got herpes and they still sleeping with him.
That's what I was just gonna say. And you got something, like you have something that's like, yeah. Why are these people so hungry for attention?
Because their parents didn't give it to them.
Yaya going down. They finna make the example they want out of her. Yeah. And plus, her attorneys are the one that, basically said that this is going to be an uphill battle for her.
Has her dad ever spoke out about this?
I haven't heard him say anything.
Because I would think he would use his platform and his self as a voice and maybe speak up or try to make it look prior to us
barely
getting here. This happened 2 years ago. She should have been doing a little sympathy tour, and Daddy should have been in one right behind her. Like, my baby girl effed up, and she's ready to take charge for what she did. Like, what's going on?
Child, you asking for too much.
You think so?
She's 20 years old. Like,
yeah, that's how I feel about her, Jada, all these girls who
they need love. Like, they don't need to be
Yeah.
hunching on these niggas. They need love. Like, I ain't gonna say they just need daddies in their life. They need their mamas, their daddies, their aunties, their cousins. They need to stop looking for this fame and this adrenaline rush from the internet and all that shit. Like, the clicks and views is killing these kids. Real shit.
All right.
And that's what's I'm about to say that's what's going on with the beef state. The drama, like, that shit get old.
It does. It really does. And then you get older. As you're getting older, the people around you are getting older, and you start seeing yourself doing some, immature stuff while folks is going on, living their lives. It's like, you got too much money to be playing with people in the dirt. Personally, Janiyah said they getting back together. That's who he want. See, Yaya is going to be example. This generation is hey, look at me, and it's only because of social media. And you want to like, and you want to view, and you want to click.
Definitely.
I got one last topic I want to talk about. I don't know if y'all interested, but I feel like we should talk about it. So basically, yesterday or 2 days ago, they found some remains, some human body remains next to some items that belong to Brian Laundrie. And so they confirmed today using dinner records that it actually is in fact him. Now, the thing that got me, and I haven't really saw people talk about it, was that they are now saying that there have been 5 or 6 other bodies in that area. Have y'all heard about that?
Mm-mm.
That there's been other bodies found in that area. So my thing is, was he the serial killer? Is it a serial killer? Is it really him? Like, what's going on? It's just mighty convenient all of a sudden that that's him.
So you think maybe like he could have been killing people and taking them there all this time, and then when all this went down, that's where he went to hide.
Correct.
I never thought of it that way. I never thought of it that way. Now, I thought it was real crazy that the day his parents come back on the scene, they go back to an area that had, well, of course, they said this area previously was flooded and covered with like gators and snakes and stuff. But all of a sudden now they're able to find his remains right off of the trail and his belongings and shit. Like weeks later, months later, right? He definitely did it.
Yeah, I think that he was killing people. I think that he was on the killing spree, and then all of a sudden he ended up killing himself.
And the girl found out, or she was tired of the shit. That's why they got the argument. They had that.
Probably was tied into it. They was probably going on a cross country killing spree. And my thing is this: while y'all sitting over there looking for these serial killers, why y'all ain't trying to find out who killed Jelani Day?
Right. Cut his teeth out his mouth and took his
organs. Now that's maybe it's a popular area for dead bodies. Well, what they did say was the area that they found him in, those bones and stuff, was also an area where they found a lot of snakes and alligators, which was why it took so long for them to really search that area. So who knows? Like, it could be a whole host of different things. This is definitely something worth paying attention to.
Bree, you got me looking for the conspiracy. I'm about to start looking for the conspiracy lies on this situation because I never thought about putting in that aspect that he been killing people the whole time.
So listen, so the day that they got the day that so right before she got killed, right before like she went missing, it was a lesbian couple in that area that got killed. Nobody ever talked about the lesbian couple. Because when the police stopped them, she was crying. The girl was hysterical. instead of the police taking them to jail for the domestic violence dispute, they separated them. The police bought him a hotel room and gave her the keys to the van, and she drove off. So the fact that now you got all these bodies in that area, that's crazy. I don't know.
I think he did it. But I mean, at this point, will we ever know? Or something's gonna come out, or something's gonna give. Something's got to. Do y'all think the parents had any more knowledge than they told us that they did?
The parents had all the knowledge. That's why he was able to leave.
So you think they need to be locked up too?
Yeah, the parents definitely are.
That's what's up.
It's a whole mess. I definitely think of parents because he's a black man. Yep, you're right. That's why he ain't being investigated. Not as thorough to this. I think that was due to how his parents are.
To who his parents are?
Yeah.
Are they somebody or like?
Yeah, I think the mom used to work in the judicial system.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you better believe
it's definitely a lifetime
movie. You better believe that if they ain't writing it now.
That'll be out next spring. Yeah.
I'm telling you, around Christmas.
Once they found his body, the contracts begin drawing right then.
Family is signing it away.
So before we go, since we got a few more minutes, I know y'all don't watch the Wendy Williams show. Did y'all even take the time to watch any of Nick Cannon since I told y'all it was all right last week? Even though
I watched one episode.
How was it to you? Corny?
Yes.
The first time you watch it, of course, it's going to be corny. You said what?
Nick Cannon is a corny man.
But it's a cute corny. Like, I guess because I ain't getting no Wendy. Because right now, what's going on her show is, I mean, it's becoming a shit show. But it's like a train wreck. I can't stop watching it. They've been having guest hosts or whatever. And Leah Remini she's doing her thing, but like she's doing a little bit too much. And
yeah, she trying. Like
the whole vibe of the show was different today. Like everybody from behind the scenes is on the scenes, on camera, talking and laughing and joking. Like, you know how they always said Wendy made it an uncomfortable environment, but they were trying to say it was Kevin. But like these people acting all really happy to have these ladies hosting it right now. But let's see if they keep that same energy when Sherry and all of them come through next week. So
they should have had Tamar Braxton do it.
I mean, you never know who's gonna come. I know Sherry Shepherd and somebody else. Now
I don't want to watch no Sherry Shepherd.
Sherry is funny and looking good. You don't support black?
Black woman. I like black women, but when I cut on my TV, I don't want to look at Sherry Shepherd. You know who they need to get? Alfre Woodard.
What?
You think so?
Yeah,
Alfre Woodard up there.
Where's she at? I ain't seen her in so long.
No, ma'am.
I think Alfre Woodard would be good.
She can host Big Brother or something, but not Wendy.
It'll be a whole different kind of show.
Right. You trying to kill the show? Like, I'm about to go because Bree being disrespectful, man.
It'll be a whole open show. Listen. Thank you both for being here tonight. It was so good again, as usual, to cover some topics. And next week, where are we? ODS?
Yeah.
No, me.
No, Bree. Because Bree tried to jump in this week.
So
I really thought it was me, child.
Join us on Brianna's channel at what time? 7:30? Yep. 7 o'clock.
7.
Join us. Beat us there as we cover some more topics. If you haven't done so, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel and also consider becoming a member. Do you guys got any final words?
I hope everybody have a great week. Great show. And y'all go watch You so we can come and talk about it on my channel. Peace.
Bye. This was fun. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
All right, you all. And until next time. Oh, also members, those who are my members, I'm going to do like a members live only, probably tonight or early in the morning. So you guys will catch that. But if you haven't, please, again, consider becoming a member so that you can get some of the other exclusive stuff I have for the channel. All right, let me go and get me some hot tea. Deuces.